staying out of drama, staying away from negative people. That's like the most important thing. Like, people is so negative with they so negative with the world, negative on social media, negative in their house, negative around their neighbors, negative around their friends, negative around their family. And I just don't get it.
Go against me, they ask for my help. Go get out your feelings and get it yourself. Might got the same shoes, but you ain't gon' step. That shit that you just put out, you could've kept. Yo, she got a nigga, he got a shirt. Why? You can't compete when you can't.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video with your boy Dark Promo. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that bell, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. So look, I'm 28. I turned 29 in February 2025, but today I want to tell you why I enjoy being alone at my age, 28, other than being around a lot of people or being with people. Not saying that, I hate people, I hate the world, because I don't. But it's so much negativity out there, you feel me? To where you have no choice but to protect your peace at all costs. Now, I'm a promoter. I engage with people on Facebook and everything. But let me tell you something about Facebook and these other apps. All these other platforms and all that, right? Sometimes when we get on these apps and we don't see something we like, it ticks us off. It, put our mind in a whole different mind state. And that's just as close as having somebody in front of your face who don't like you. You feel me? Now, I was in the gang and all that back then, you feel me? I got myself out of that gang. It wasn't no envy or no beef behind it. Once I separated myself, I just knew what was best for me so I could continue to grow. You feel me? Because the route I was taking wasn't the right route. The friends and everything, that I thought was friends, wasn't really friends, you feel me? Some was, but most wasn't. So them was life lessons for me. And them was life lessons that hit me at a young age. You feel me? So I'm 28 now. You feel me? So I'm more wise, and the type of mindset I got up on me, it's like you would think I'm 48, based off of just a conversation with me on the phone. But when you see me face to face, people think I'm 19 or 23 the most, you feel me? But a conversation over the phone, you probably think I'm 35, 48, you feel me? Because I'm so mature now. I switched who I hang around, you feel me? I seen people who was pulling me back. I seen people who was supposed to be friends, but they were so-called friends, you feel me? People who barely even liked me for real. And not only just friends, but family too. You gotta protect your peace at all costs, for real. And that's just what I've been doing, y'all. Like, I like to be alone, for real. I real life like to be alone, but I'm a businessman, so I know eventually I have to get out there in the open and handle business, which is fine because, when you handling business, ain't too much negativity with that unless the job go wrong or, somebody don't show up, one of your workers and all that. But other than that, you own business time. You ain't just sitting around not doing nothing, starting something for no reason. You feel me? I'm actually being productive with myself. So the type of, surroundings that I had going on for myself back in the day, it wasn't matching. Cause I thought it was cool not to work a job and just sit and, hope that something fall out the sky. I was so used to, my mom, helping me or my dad helping me, you feel me? I had to break out of that and depend on me more. You feel me? My first apartment I moved into was an apartment everybody would tell you not to move into in Pontiac where I reside. But I ain't had no option. I still did it, you feel me? And I made it work to the best of the best. I got in and I got out. Now I'm at this apartment, you feel me? Y'all see it right here, the promo lab. I'm at this apartment now. But let me tell you something about apartments. Apartments turn to houses and houses turn to mansions. But it's all about how far you take it though. And I've been asking myself, Dark Promo, how far you gonna take it? Well, let me tell you something. The struggle go always be the struggle. You can't ignore it. You can't hide it. And you can't rush it. You can try to rush it, but it might come with ups and downs and judges and everything trying to come after you or some jail time and all that. That's why it's best to just live an honest life, you feel me? Because you go get it regardless. Everybody get their chance in life, you know? Everybody get their chance in life. So you got to go all the way in. You can't wait or hate on nobody. And if you see somebody that's hating, you need to get away from them. We ain't passing out that type of energy, you know? You want people that's productive, people that's on your level, people that can teach you things. Not saying that, you know, it's wrong that you don't know what you don't know, because it's okay to get out here and learn new things, man, for real. Somebody that's, you know, 10% with you while you 50%, that ain't adding up to 100. You can't keep coming 50% and they coming 10%. And that's making you put the other 40% with it because they only coming 10%. Why do you gotta add they 40% on your own work ethic because they coming short? When you can be all the way 100% yourself, stand out the way, staying out of drama, staying away from negative people. That's like the most important thing. Like, people is so negative with they self, negative with the world, negative on social media, negative in their house, negative around their neighbors, negative around their friends, negative around their family. And I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, before I pass out some negative energy, I just stay quiet and go on by my day. You feel me? And you know, go from there. But passing out negative energy just never sat well with me. Like, if somebody in the wrong, you in the wrong, and I'm gonna, you know, let you know how you in the wrong in the politest way. But I ain't on the type of time that a lot of people is on out here, man. For real, like, it's people that's just on a video game all day. Or you got people that's just waiting to talk about the next person, what moves this person making, but what is you doing? Don't nobody owe you nothing but you. People get out here and get the blaming and pointing fingers at the next person because they ain't got it. But that ain't nobody's fault but yours. You feel me? Get out here and get it. We got our own family, own kids, and all that to provide for. You ain't our family. You ain't our friends. Barely, you know, an associate. And you asking for a handout from me? That's why I just stay to myself. Because, not saying that it's not okay to, you know, ask for help if you need help. But what I'm saying is, you got people out here who got $50 and want to go buy nothing but a bag of weed, but they ain't got no food. You ain't got no food in your fridge. You done smoked up the whole 50, and then you want to come to me and ask me for some money. Ask me what I got that you can borrow. And then, let me tell y'all something about that borrowing. What happens when they want to borrow? That borrowing, that turns into, oh, I forgot. I forgot I had to pay you back. How you forget you had to pay me back? Huh? How? You forgot that you owe me? So I'm just nothing to you. You feel me? That's how I look at stuff. But let me tell you this. The people you meet in life, even if they your friend or if they your family, if you want them to stay your friend, if you want them to stay your family, it's best to tell them no right there and there. If you know it's wrong. If you know things could go wrong and it could tick you off, you feel me? For real. Because saying yes and then things still go wrong, that just go damage that relationship. But if you would have said no, guess what? They still your friend. They still your family, even if it's from a distance. You feel me? But sometimes things get so real on the floor. You don't want to be around nobody. You feel me? For real. And that's just what type of time I've been on. Like, I go to work and make my money, and that's okay being around them because guess what? They doing the same thing at work, making their money. So everybody in this building, we being productive. You feel me? Now, if I'm in Walmart or if I'm at the mall, then it's too much, you know, it's too much people around me, We go ahead and get what we need to get and go ahead and get up out of here before the wrong energy come our way. Because you gotta be ready for that. It comes in all different angles, man. You gotta stay prayed up. Like, you could be having a good day, but somebody else having a bad day, and boom, they problems, they want them to be yours. And that ain't just how life go. Why do somebody else's problems have to be yours when you already got your own problems? But because it's a friendship titled, or, you know, girlfriend or boyfriend that's titled, loyalty's supposed to be submitted. I understand loyalty's supposed to be submitted, right? But what about when the other person ain't giving it back? You ever gave love and ain't get that love back? That's what I'm trying to say. That goes back to the percentage that I was talking about. You passing out 50%, they passing out 10%. On top of that 50% you passing out 40% that they supposed to be passing out. So you putting in overtime of being a friend or a family member. You get what I'm saying? And that just don't sit well with me. Real talk. So I learned to love myself, enjoy my own company, get out here and be a man. Work, work, work. That's all you got to do, woman or man. Work. That's it. And I put that in my head. We go stay on the clock until our shift over with. We go show up every day as long as we can. We go be thankful for what we got and be appreciative. We know we got, ways to go, but we right there. Our name good. We ain't in no court systems. We ain't got the judge telling us you gotta come to court this day. You gotta be at court that day. You feel me? So I'm really on the right track. I ain't waking up, starting my car, pulling up on 4 or 5 homeboys, and we all riding around, smoking and not doing nothing. You feel me? All that cut out around the age of about 17 or 18 for me. Around that time, 17 or 18, I had my second vehicle, man. It was a GMC. GMC truck. I forgot the year, but it was a GMC. So, I was just doing stupid stuff that I thought wasn't stupid. Like, I had my license and all that, but for some reason, Dari Promo wanted to be driving fast down the street. We smoking and all that. My homeboy in the front seat. My other homeboy that's in the back seat. You feel me? Artillery on one of my homeboys. You feel me? Like, they ain't finding, but your boy got pulled over. I got a speeding ticket. My homeboy in the back, he ended up hopping out the car, running and all that. Woo, 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 woo. They like, you got to tell us his name. Who is this guy? I'm like, I don't know him. I just gave him a ride. We just dropping him off. So they end up towing my car, you feel me? They end up towing the vehicle, and that was that. And we out walking on feet, you feel me? They ain't arrest me, but they just made us walk, and we had to go get the car out the pound shop and all of that. But we on feet, and we was already right there close by his crib. Dog who hopped out running, so we walked over there to his crib and all of that. Whoop whoop whoop. he looking at us crazy like, huh? What's going on, y'all? Y'all telling or something? I'm like, shit, if I was telling, I'd have my car. You feel me? That's why we on feet. Shit, they done took my car because I ain't give up his name. So that was me standing on loyalty back then. Unnecessary loyalty. You feel me? Just wanting to be young and dumb, riding around. We wasn't doing nothing productive. We wasn't on our, well, we was making money, but it wasn't worth it. Like, it wasn't worth it. Like, we wasn't making no legit money. You feel me? So, therefore, we was just running in circles. And once my car hit the impound shop and all that, they helped me get it back and all that. But I really woke up and realized life a little bit right there. Not all the way, but a little bit right there. I had stopped, pulling up on people and all that. And it was just more just going to work and coming home chilling. Like, that's what I do pretty much now with my vehicle. Like, I got a good driving record and all that. No accidents or no speeding tickets, especially for 2025, 2024, 2023, probably so, and 2022, probably, but they all got removed for 2022 and 23, so 2024 and 25 been good, so that's the benefits of staying out the way and staying to yourself because you can have that one dummy, goofy friend that keep getting arrested. Well, when that one dummy, goofy friend keep getting arrested, it's you who they go call, or family if they got family to support them. But they definitely gonna want to call you and want you to put some money on their phones, or help them out in a dumb situation that they ain't even had to be in. You feel me? That you wouldn't put yourself in. So at that point, that situation becomes draining to where they pulling you down. You already trying to pull yourself up, but you got this one homeboy who keep getting himself and stuff. You feel me? So them the benefits of just staying to yourself and learning who you is. You feel me? Because negativity come in all different angles, all different days, all different ages. So you just gotta stay on your P's and Q's. Not saying that the whole world is negative. You got some people that's actually out there trying to be productive and do something with their life, and not no snake or trying to get down on somebody, but actually trying to, lift people up and give back, man. Them the good people, there's some good people on this earth, man, for real. So just make sure you one of them. If you ain't, that's all right. At least practice and work on becoming one of them. I just gave y'all a game. Like, you know, my type of manners and respect I got is if I'm at the store and I see, well, if I'm at the store and I'm walking in first and I see somebody trying to get in too, I'm gonna hold that door, so they can get in. Now, if I'm in line and I see somebody, short on some change because they, at the register trying to buy this or buy that, and the cashier, he or she like, you 25 cents short or you 35 cents short. If I got it, I'm that type of person to say, here you go, you don't owe me nothing, because them the type of blessings that be testing you, so you can get your blessings. You gotta help people in this world, man, for real. Not saying that you got to, but it's just the right thing, man. Just the right thing. So once I got older, I started to mature because my behavior and my attitude, it was off the chain in middle school, elementary, high school, all that, But when you graduate or when you don't graduate, sometimes you wake up, and I graduated, you feel me? And I woke up once I got into the real world. I'm like, wow, now I'm seeing this. Now I'm seeing what it's like to work a real job. You feel me? I was working at the plant, third shift, working nighttime, and I just wasn't feeling that. So I had to find the right schedule that fit me in. I ended up finding out that I'd rather work a 6 a.m. to 2:30, or, a morning shift basically to get it over with, other than third shift or second shift. Because, see, me being Dari Promo and doing everything I do, videographer, photographer, and behind the scene music videos, that type of actions pops off, in the evening. That's why I go with first shift to get it over with, Monday through Friday. Because I definitely need the weekends to myself. If not, every day out the weekend, then at least Sunday. So I can spend some time with God, you feel me? But yeah, YouTube, I just gave y'all some real game, some real facts, you feel me? And, we all feel like this at some point. And we ask ourselves, do I need to be around this person? Do I really need to surround myself around these people? And we really don't. If they ain't on our type of time, we really don't. But I'm still learning, YouTube, and y'all still learning too. There's still negative people out there, and there's still productive people out there. So you gotta go out there and find your way, cause that's what I'm doing right now, finding my way through life, through success, and stand on top. So make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that bell, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more YouTube videos from your boy Dari Promo. It's the weekend, so my goal is to try to complete an hour video for y'all, whether it's today or tomorrow, and have it uploaded on YouTube. I want all y'all to tune in to it, watch it, try to get it to 1,000 or better views, and watch the whole thing through for me, because it's going to be an hour. So don't click on it or watch it until you ready to watch it. Make it make sense. So it's no clicks that, clicked off of it. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, YouTube, y'all motivate me. Y'all tell me to keep going and all that. So therefore, I got no choice but to keep going. As long as y'all keep motivating me, I'm going to keep going.